Oh, right, the mail's here. Woohoo! Yeah! Hey, Mikey! Yeah? Want some pizza? Radical, dude! Hey, Kakarot! What's up, Vegeta? Today's the day I will finally defeat you! Oh, right, bring it on! Everyone, back to your places! He's coming! Oh, right, I can't wait to open this. Oh, look, we have another friend. I hope they're strong. I hope he's cute. What? DudeRetro Toy Reviews. Hey everyone, what's up? How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all doing good. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the GaoGaiGar model kit. Let's get into it. Alright, and right here we have GaiGar, who is the main robot of GaoGaiGar. He is the main robot where all the other Gao parts connect to build GaoGaiGar. And GaiGar has some amazing articulation in him. He can get into some sick poses. He's such a cool looking figure. He can even transform into his lion mode. I don't have footage of him going into his lion mode. I didn't build him into it. I wish I did before I started building him into the GaoGaiGar. I don't feel like dismantling him to go back to the lion mode, so I'm really sorry about that. But he can transform into his lion mode, which is really cool. So not only is he a robot on his own, but he can have his lion mode and he turns into GaoGaiGar. Amazing figure, super great articulation, really cool. And right here we have Liner Gao. It's a train, doesn't move, it's a train. And right here we have Drill Gao, super cool. I love the way Drill Gao turned out. Even the treads on it actually move. And it's super cool. I love the way it looks. This was really fun to build. I love Drill Gao. And lastly, right here we have Stealth Gao. Stealth Gao is really cool. It's just a cool stealth looking airplane. This was pretty frustrating to build because the helmet goes inside of Stealth Gao. The face mask kept popping off, and where it connects to the wire, the helmet kept coming off. But in the end, Stealth Gao turned out really cool. Alright, and here we go. We got GaoGaiGar fully built already. I did do a live stream, well, like 4 live streams, building this kit on Twitch. I have a video posted on my YouTube already, so if you want to go check out the full build, you can go check that out after this video. It was a really fun build. It started off pretty simple. Got pretty complicated towards the end. Now let's get into this review. GaoGaiGar, I think this is a really cool looking model kit. He is probably one of the coolest mechs of all time. I don't think there's anything that really compares to how amazing GaoGaiGar looks. This model kit was, I would say, on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as difficulty, I would give this, I'd give this about a 7. And this is coming from someone who I've only built high grades before. I haven't built a real grade, master grade, or anything. I've only built a few high grades. That was a long time ago. And so this was like my first kit that I like really jumped into, and started building, that was, complex. And I think I may have bitten off a little more than I could chew with this one, but I had such a fun time building it. It took me, I think it was about like 15 hours to do it. But that's because I took my time building the kit. I just really wanted to enjoy the process of building it, putting everything together, and kind of seeing how the engineering of all the parts work, how the joints work, how the mechanics of it work, because this is a combination model kit where you can combine different robots. Like you have Stealth Gao right here, then you have Drill Gao right here, and all of them combine to make GaoGaiGar. And so it was really cool building the model kit and actually seeing how they all combined together into GaoGaiGar and seeing how they all work. So I really enjoyed that. So I just took my time and tried to do the best that I could building it. Like I said, it was a fun build. It did get pretty complicated. But let's go ahead and check out the detail in this. So as you can see, there's not too many nub marks that are visible with this kit. Let me see. I think there's one like right here. You can kind of see a little bit right there, but they're not too visible. The engineering of this, like where they actually designed where the parts connected to the runner, was actually really well done, because when you cut the part off from the runner, it usually leaves a little mark, and that's what we call nub marks, where it's connected, and when you try to cut off the nub, sometimes it does, leave a mark on the part. You can cut it down with one of these, or you can sand it down, and that kind of gets rid of it as much as possible. But sometimes it's really hard to do so, and so they do show. But the way this one was designed is you don't really see them. And so it makes a really clean looking model kit. Looks really good, really detailed. Let's look at the face here. Really awesome looking. Really awesome looking. I love the look of the face, the helmet. The mask right here was really, like the face mask right there, that white part, was really difficult to put on because it kept popping off the entire time during the build. When I got to building that, it just kept popping off, and it was beyond frustrating. That what I did, I just glued it. I just glued it to the helmet, so that way I don't have to worry about it popping off again. If I want to turn it or anything, if I want to mess with the helmet, it's not going to come off. So that works. Then you got the hands, you got those clear parts. Let's look at the lion head. These right here are stickers. These are the only stickers I have on this model kit. If you can believe that, these are the only stickers that I have on the model kit. I don't have any other stickers. I do have some video shots of the model kit without them, so you can see what he looks like with and without those stickers. And this is the back. In the treads, they do move. Treads move, so that is awesome. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the articulation. Articulation, I'm going to try and do my best with this kit. There are some parts of this that are a little finicky and do come off, but it is one thing you need to be careful when you're moving this and trying to put it in a pose. You have to be careful moving these things, these flaps, moving stuff out of the way, so that way you can have free motion of your joints and the legs, the arms, and everything. Because if you don't, some things will fall off, and you don't want to risk breaking anything. I'm not trying to worry you or anything. It's not like this is super fragile. I'm just trying to let you know that if you have this and you're building it, and this isn't like an action figure, and I can be able to pose it super easily. You have to be a little bit more careful with it. But you have, this goes all the way up like so. So the shoulder does move on its own. You have this joint right here for the shoulder. That's how it raises up and down, just like so. And you do have a bicep swivel right there. You got, looks like just a single at the elbow, and it only goes about that far. That's as far as it's going to bend, so it doesn't go 90. Hey everyone, what's going on? One thing that I did forget about my initial review was the elbow right here. It does bend further than what I initially showed in my review, so I wanted to show y'all here. So this right here, it does allow a further bend on the elbow. So that was one thing that I did miss out on my initial review that I wanted to show y'all. That elbow does have a really good bend. It pretty much bends like a double joint on a regular figure. So I wanted to show you here that the elbow does bend like that. So yep, let's go ahead and continue with the review. Now here you're probably going to see some stuff fall off. If you can see the fingers, they're individually, they have their own joints and articulation in the fingers and all the knuckles. Let me pop this off. That way you can get a closer look at this. So you can move each finger out on its own. This one here does fall off very, very easily, but it's not too hard to put on. I'm just more worried about losing it than anything else. But like I said, with bending it, fingers move at the knuckles. All of that moves. The thumb even moves. So if I want to do, see if I can do the peace sign. You can do the peace sign. The thumb out the way. Let's put this one down. Put this. Oh, see what I was talking about? How it just falls out. See that? You see the ball joint right here, and that's that little socket right there. That's where it goes. Yeah. So you can just, while it's off, it does kind of make it a little easier. Just go ahead and move the finger how you wanted. So I just straightened it up. See all those circles right there for the knuckles? That's where it bends. Right there, just like that. Really, really interesting. It's a cool idea. It just makes it really annoying to deal with, especially if you're new to this. Like I am. It was very difficult and it was very frustrating for me to try to build this kit on string. So yeah, then we can do the rock on and the devil horns. So that's really cool that you can do that. Like you can do a lot of really cool poses with this, and that's awesome. But it's really frustrating to deal with sometimes. Let's leave that on. I think that looks cool. Just like that. And then the mouth right here does move. Oh, I forgot about the helmet up here. So for the head, you can look up just a little bit and then down, not a whole lot because you got that chin that hits right there. But you can turn it that way. Let's see what kind of swivel, like side to side motion it has. So it has a little bit. Not too bad. Not too bad. This is supposed to be connected. That ball joint right here, this little wire thing is supposed to connect to it. I'm not worrying about that because mine, I don't know if I put it on correctly, but it seems to pop off very easily. So I'm not worrying about it. I'm not worrying about connecting that. I mean, you're not going to see it anyways. It's behind the helmet. So no big deal for me. But that is another thing that was frustrating building it, is it kept popping off. But yeah, so we got that. Now the waist is very, very good. Trying to see if I can do it. So you do have some good side to side swivel, and the waist, it can pop up. So I was able to do that just very easily. I mean, not very easily, but very slowly lift it up, which allows you, let me see if I can get this. Lift that up. And so lifting that up, what that does, it allows really, really good motion. He can go back that far, and the ab can go that far forward. That is, for a model kit and for a giant robot like this, that's actually pretty insane that you can have that kind of motion. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and all you do is push back down and it goes right back down. Flip this down. Open the mouth back up. All right, and there you go. All right, and then these skirts right here, they do move forward. And these do go out just like that, which allows you to have some good side kick motion. Look at that. That is amazing. So you can lower that. Close those flaps. Then right here at the knee, you do have some good motion here at the knee. So without moving the track, it goes about that much. But what you can do, you move the track out of the way and allows much more of a bend. So about a 90-degree bend you can get at it. And you could possibly get more. If you really tried, you could probably get more motion out of that knee. You get more of a bend. Go ahead and pop this back in. Move that down. And right here at the foot, you got a good rocker side to side. You got some toe pivot, and you do have some back and forth motion in the whole foot. So you got some really good articulation in this robot. Like, it is just amazing the kind of articulation that this thing has. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the accessories. So one thing you can do is you can pop the arm right off. You see this little notch right here, that little hole? What you can do, you have this little guy right here. Plug that right in there. And you can turn his hand into a fist. Yeah, so you have the fist right here, and you can connect an action base to this, and so that way you can have it flying. It can look like it's flying, and it looks like he's doing the broken magnum. You can put it on the action base in front of GaoGaiGar, and it looks like he's doing the broken magnum. That's really cool. Super, super fun display that you can have for GaoGaiGar. Really cool. And the next thing we have right here the dividing driver. This is really, really cool. I love the way this looks. This right here is metal. These right here, these little rods, these are metal. And there's a spring on the inside too. So it actually has some up and down motion. So yeah, that is really cool. And you can connect it right onto his arm. So that way you can have some cool displays with GaoGaiGar using the dividing driver. Awesome, awesome weapon. I love it. You have a little attachment right here, which allows GaoGaiGar or GaiGar to sit on top of an action base. So you can have some awesome flight poses. You have this little attachment right here, which plugs in the back of Stealth Gao. You can plug this into a action base, and that way you can have some poses just with Stealth Gao by itself. So that's pretty cool. And you you have this attachment right here, which goes at the bottom of Stealth Gal, which then you can plug Liner Gal into this so Stealth Gal can carry Liner Gal. You have some optional hands for GaiGar. And right here you have the molded hands for the Heaven and Hell move that you can plug right into the arms of GaoGaiGar. That way it looks like he's doing the Heaven and Hell move. This looks really awesome. I love the way this looks. This just looks sick. Alright, and right here you have the attachment for the Protect Shade. His hand goes right up in there. And so you can have this out in front of GaoGaiGar. And it looks like he's doing the Protect Shade. This is really cool looking. I love the way this looks. This is like a clear plastic. Awesome looking. And these are the stickers that he comes with. Like I said, these were the only stickers that I used for GaoGaiGar because those are the ones that go on Liner Gal. Those are the only ones that you're going to see because I'm only going to display him as GaoGaiGar, and you're just only going to see those. But Liner Gal is the only one that uses these stickers. I tried to use one of these ones right here. It's like the window for Liner Gal. They would go right in there. They're so small, I couldn't get them in, and I ended up bending the sticker in the process of trying to get it in. So I'm not even going to worry about it. They're so small, and it's just a small little detail that I'm not going to worry about. So I'm not going to put those on. And here are the other stickers that you can put on him. These are optional stickers. These are ones they don't affect the way like GaoGaiGar would, how he looks in the show. These are all separate add-ons that you can put. I wouldn't recommend using these. When you apply these to GaoGaiGar, it kind of leaves because these are kind of like slide-on decals, but since they're stickers, they have like a clear outline around the sticker. And when you put it on black plastic, it leaves like a foggy look around the sticker, and it just doesn't look right. So I wouldn't recommend using these. They do look really cool. I'm hoping maybe we can get some slide-on decals, like water slide decals. That'll be really, really cool if we could get some of those, because I would love to put some water slide decals on GaoGaiGar. I just don't want to use these stickers. All right, and here we go with the size comparison. And as we bring out the measuring tape, looks like GaoGaiGar is just under 7 inches tall, right to the tip of the helmet. And for the first figure that we're going to compare him next to, we're going to bring up the Gundam Universe Tallgeese. That way we can see how a model kit compares to a Gundam Universe figure. Looks like Gundam Universe scales a little bit smaller than this model kit does, but Tallgeese does look pretty good standing next to GaoGaiGar. And for the next comparison, we have an SH Figuarts figure, and I figured it would be appropriate to put Ultraman Jeed up here next to GaoGaiGar. Ultraman would fight monsters similar to what GaoGaiGar fights, and Ultraman scale is pretty small next to him. I think he probably would be around the same height, if not taller than GaoGaiGar, so doesn't really compare, but pretty good comparison. And here we go. We have the Anime Heroes Omnimon. I figured this would be a pretty cool figure to put next to GaoGaiGar. And Anime Heroes looks like they are going to compare just about the same height as GaoGaiGar. Omnimon is around 7 inches tall. So there we go. And up next, I wanted to see what a base 6-inch figure will look like. So here we go. We have the Lightning Collection Ryu Power Ranger, and Ryu is smaller. He is 6 inches compared to GaoGaiGar, which is just under 7 or right at 7 inches. So Ryu is a lot smaller, but this is what GaoGaiGar looks like next to a 6-inch figure. Alright, and that's going to do it for my review. My overall thoughts for this model kit is it's pretty good. I had a fun time building this model kit. There were some aspects of it that did frustrate me, but then again, I am new to model kits. I've never built anything this complex before, so this was pretty difficult at times, but then again, you just have to remember with model kits, it's all about the patience. And once I kind of learned how things work with this, it became a little bit easier. And for the price, you can't complain. For $75, especially if you love the building process of model kits, you get your bang for your buck with this. $75, and it took me 15 hours to do. Like I said, I'm new, so I really took my time with this, but I had a lot of fun. I got a lot of bang for my buck with this one, and it's definitely worth it. It looks amazing when it's built. You don't need a lot of stickers. It looks good without any stickers, but the only ones that I used were the ones for Liner Gal. Those are the only ones that you can see pretty much when you're in the GaoGaiGar mode. But yeah, this model kit looks really good, really amazing. The articulation is fantastic. I highly recommend this. I think this will be a lot of fun for anybody to get into. And you can buy this model kit right now on USA Gundam Store, Gundam Planet, Big Bad Toy Store, and other places as well. I really hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time.